I'm a comedian. I make jokes. And when I see people in real life, sometimes I make a joke. And, you know, I like those moments, because they go, oh, that's funny. Oh, you're funny. You're funny in real life. I made a joke in the airport, and I thought it was funny. And this woman, she just tutted and rolled her eyes at me. Maybe it wasn't funny. I'm going to run it by you. I was in duty-free. You know, in duty-free, it's always very weird because they ask for your boarding pass, which is always an odd situation when you're paying for something. You know, you're in the shop, and you go, can I get this? And they go, can I see a boarding pass, please? You have to prove that you're flying on an aeroplane, even though you're in an airport. You have to go, yes, I'm flying on an aeroplane. It's a very, I don't know what they're suggesting. That, you know, what's the accusation here? That I've driven to Gatwick Terminal North. I've parked in a long-stay car park. I've taken a shuttle bus to the terminal. Then I've breached the most stringent security measures there's ever been without a ticket to fly, just so I can visit this pret-a-manger. Is that really what you think I've done? Do you have any idea how many pret-a-mangers I drove past to get to this one? No, not that one. I like the one at Gatwick. So anyway, I'm in this shop, and I thought I'd buy my son a little present, the token of being away, you know, gesture. So I'm in duty-free, and I got him this little plane, just a little toy plane, you know, little cheap rubbish, but, you know. I put it on the counter, and the woman said, can I see a boarding pass? And I said, I'm not getting on it. That's hilarious. I mean, it's not a tut and an eye roll, is it? Ah, well, you're my people. Now, I don't know how many parents we've got in here tonight, but long journeys are a lot better with children since the iPad. iPads, they're a real game changer for parents. They're like little magical devices, aren't they, that shut your children up at any time, day or night. It's amazing. My eldest, he wakes up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, he runs into our bedroom, morning! I'm like, not for me, and I just frisbee an iPad. Go on, off you go. 88% battery, I'll see you in at least 2 hours. I'm going back to sleep. Sit by the plug, charge it. I'll see you next Thursday. They're so lucky, children of today. They've got iPods and iPads and iPhones. In our day, we had I Spy. How awful was our lives compared to the lives of our children? How boring was I Spy? Something beginning with C. Is it car? Yes, it is car. Damn, your turn. How about if we include things inside the vehicle? I tried to play Thumb War with my son recently. I said, do you want to play Thumb War? He's 11. He's like, so I download it. No, you can't download Thumb War. This is a battle between my thumb and your thumb. So I showed him how to play it. You interlock your hands like this, and you jockey for position. You have to declare it. You can't go straight into battle. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare Thumb War. And then you sort of try and hold the other person's thumb down. I thought I'd go easy on him because I've got my big daddy thumb and he's got his little 11-year-old thumb. But of course I didn't realise he's been texting since he was born. He was some kind of Thumb War ninja. I couldn't even see his thumb moving. He just kept beating me over and over again. Ah! Get off! Get back on the iPad! Ow! And of course, that's when the bees and the wasps start to chip in for your day, because they live outside, OK? So they'll start to come into your life. And you'll deal with the situation, I believe, as a British person, in one of 3 ways. You'll recognise yourself in this as we go through it. When a bee or a wasp buzzes into your life, bzzz, either you are, firstly, a wafter, OK? You'll know who you are if you're the wafters. They're quite cool, by the way. If you're a wafter, quite cool. You just deal with the situation. Bzzz, OK, off you go. I don't need that. Bzzz, sure. Sometimes you don't even break stride in your conversations. So the other day you just dealt with the situation. I'm moving the air. You're not trying to hit it. I'm just going to move the air near you. And you'll know that this isn't an area where you're particularly welcome, OK? I'm a wafter. Right, next up, secondly, you have the stay-stillers. Now, they are very serious people. And they're very adamant that their strategy is the best one to deal with the situation. OK, nobody move. Just stay completely still. Don't make it angry. Don't encourage it. They get quite angry with the wafters. Don't waft it. You're just making it angry. You're encouraging it. Don't encourage it. It's not interested in us, and we're not interested in it. See? It's gone now. Just stay completely still, and it'll get about its business, OK? Then, the third way, the total panickers. Right? Oh, I can still feel it. I can see it. You can see it was massive. Oh, my God. Oh, was it a hornet? Was it a hornet? You know, if it gets you on the throat, you can die. You can die. Right? That's the third way. Now, wafters are able to upgrade and become total panickers. They allow themselves that privilege. You know? If they're wafting, is ineffective, and the wasp keeps coming back, then you can see them start to panic. Which is why wafters really hardly ever get stung. And total panickers almost never get stung. You know who gets stung? The stay-stillers. Because they cannot break out of their seriousness. They are such firm believers that they have the right strategy. And this is why I thought of this. I've got a friend, he's a stay-stiller, and a wasp not only buzzed around him, but landed on his face. And he just went, the best thing to do is stay completely still. I'm not so sure about that, it's on your face. I don't want to encourage it. But you're just encouraging it to crawl into your eye. It's walking towards your eye. He's like, no, the best thing to... It's not interested in me. It seems pretty interested in you. Why don't you waft it? The worst thing I can do is waft it. Just stay completely still, then another one landed on the other side of his face. I'm like, dude, you now have 2 wafts on your face. And then it stung him. I've got to say, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Because he couldn't just scream. He had to make out that he was still in the right. And he just went... It has now stung me. It stung my face. It stung me on the face. But I think the best thing to do is to not encourage it to sting me again. If a total panicker gets stung, you know about it. It's like,
everywhere I go, I try to speak in the accent. Do you know what I mean? Irish, I'm not very good at this accent, but the Irish accent, it seems quite jolly, doesn't it? Hello, how are you? It's jolly. As long as you're smiling, you can do a pretty good Irish accent. But Northern Irish, this is right next door to them. Suddenly, everything in the whole world seemed incredibly depressing to me right now. Rubbing your face to the completely opposite to that. I'm over here, but I'm right next door to you, and I decided that I'm not. I don't understand how these accents can evolve like that. Some evolution of accents I understand. Like when you go west in England, when you head west, you'll hit like Bristol, and they've got this like West Country like that. They'll start talking like that. We're in Bristol now. We're a little bit busy, so we speak basically with this accent, but it's quite fast because we're like a city. We've got like things to do. We're like got businesses and that, right? We've got like a city centre. Then you go to Devon, you keep going west, you go to Devon, and it's the same accent, but it's a bit slower now, all right? We don't have quite as much going on here as they do in the city of Bristol. We're in Devon now, so we're just going to speak in the same accent, but we'll just take our time with it, because we've got more time, right? By the time you get to Cornwall, it's just... You get a sense of the evolution. The funniest accent for me is South African, right? The South African accent is quite a fun one to do, yeah? If you've got some time on your hands, you can do the South African accent on your own, yeah? As long as you make sure that every syllable that you say has nothing to do with the syllable that comes directly before the one you've just said. You're pretty much doing a South African accent, I think. Australia's quite fun, okay? A lot of Australians living over here in London, they're pretty, you know, they talk quite fast as well. They're pretty hyper, yeah? Because they've come a long way, you know? They're going to make the most of it. It's like, you know, it took me a day. I lost a day of my life to be here, so I'm going to make up for it now, okay? They find out where the decibel level is in the room, and we're going to go slightly above that, okay? We're going to play it over here in London. So when I went to Australia touring, I thought it was going to be full of people doing this. Hello, welcome to Australia! It's not like that at all. The people who haven't left Australia are the most relaxed people I think I've ever come across. They literally have all the time in the world to finish sentences. I mean, with 13 hours ahead, you're never going to catch up anyway. You can't go all the way over to Australia. When you go to Australia, you have to stop off. The plane can't even go that far. That's how far away it is. So when I was touring, they said to me, where do you want to go on the way for a stop-off? And they gave me these options, and I went to Singapore. I've never been to Singapore. And I went to Singapore, and they said, best to stay there for a few days and acclimatise because the time difference is... So how's your week been? I've been doing a little bit of admin. Quite boring, isn't it? I've been paying bills. They won't accept that I'm me. I keep having to prove my identity for data protection to pay my electricity bill. I don't understand it. If someone is going to impersonate me and steal my identity and pay my bills, I would actually quite like that situation. I
I've asked them to make a note of it. Please allow that. I don't really see it as a crime. People in prison, what are you in for? I stole Michael McIntyre's identity and paid his Empower bill. I broke into his house and hoovered. Oh, how thoughtful. I tried to pay my gas bill, which was, well, you get straight through when you're paying a bill, don't you? Hello, British Gas, can I help you? I was like, I'd like to pay my bill, please. Can I take your reference number? They have to identify you from your number, which was at the top of the letter. I had it, but it seemed very complicated. It had letters in it. You know, when it sort of goes on, too many numbers and letters for me to want to get involved with. And also, when you say letters, something happens on the phone. Because when you're in front of people and you say the letter M, you all know I've said the letter M. There's no ambiguity over the fact that I've just said the letter M. On the phone, you go M, and they go, is there N for November? And you go, no, it's M for... And then you have to think of your own word, beginning with M. But because you're not in the police force, you don't know the Alpha Bravo Tango thing. And under pressure, it can feel quite tense. M for maniac. Anything seems to do. You feel so thrilled to get one out there. Mummy, I'm on a roll now. Mummy, Marmite. It happens with F as well. F, you go F, it's F. And they go, is that S for sugar? You go, no, that's F for firm. Fandango! Sir, yes, F for Fandango. Sometimes I like to throw them a curveball for my own entertainment. G for gnome. Just a bit of paying attention. G for gnome, sir. Yes, G for gnome. So I said I don't have it. I didn't want to get involved in it. So I said, I don't actually have it. I don't have my reference number. Can you identify me by my name? They said, can I say your name then, please? Can I say your name, please? I said, it's Michael McIntyre. And sometimes when I say that, people recognise it. And I quite like it. I encourage it, if I'm honest. Can I say your name, please? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the phone, Michael McIntyre. Hello. But this woman, genuinely, she didn't care at all. She just said, is that an AC or MC? I said, it's MCINTYRE, Michael McIntyre. She went, oh, like the comedian. And I said, yes, exactly like the comedian. She said, I don't find him funny, do you? Who needs that? From British Gas. So I hung up the phone. Not like that, though. That's an outdated mime, isn't it? People have no idea what I'm doing. I hung up the phone. I said to my children in the car the other day to roll up their window like that. I did it naturally. I went, roll up the window. We're on the motorway. You know when you open one window on the motorway, something happens to your brain. I don't know what... I feel this weird... What's happening to my brain? I was like, roll up that window! My son was like, Dad, there's something wrong with your arm. But roll up your window! Every time you said that, your arm goes really weird, Dad. What's wrong with you? There are younger people looking at me like, what is wrong with your arm? Or it got a bit stiff sometimes, didn't it? I have lost weight. I don't know if that's coming across. Don't be too happy. This is a temporary situation. I'm obviously going to put it all back on. This is what I do. I lose weight, and then I eat, because I've already started eating again. I'm hungry. I'm just a very hungry person. I spend a lot of time at the fridge. I'm finding myself there again, just there, just grazing, and they beep as well. Does your fridge beep? It beeps, and I associate it so much with eating that when lorries reverse now, I get a bit peckish. I'm blaming my metabolism. I don't actually know what metabolism is, but there are obviously people with a fast one, and I don't have that. You see people who are very thin, and they're like, my metabolism is so fast. You know, I just eat like a pig, but, you know, it just drops off me. I don't know what a metabolism is. I think it's like the things inside you, and then food comes in, and people with a fast metabolism are like, okay, everybody, separate equally. All right, you go over there, you go over there. A little bit of you go down the leg, there. The rest of you, the bulk of you, straight through. Just keep going, keep moving, don't stop. Just keep moving. Don't look behind you. We're keeping busy here, guys. We're in a rush. Okay, you go over there, just shape around the arm, Looking good, looking good. The rest of you through, okay. That's not me. My metabolism is more like, okay. Everybody, come here. Just relax, okay? Just everybody relax, because we're going to be here a very long time. Okay, let's all slowly make our way to his bum, and we'll wait there. Maybe somebody there knows what to do. But I did lose a little bit of weight on account of my wife, who suggested that I went on a diet and suggested that I went to a medical clinic in Austria to do it. When I say suggested, she bought me flights. She literally was hesitant to me and said, go away and come back better looking. So I went to this place in Austria where you lose a stone in a week. A stone in a week. And everybody that does it loses a stone in a week. I lost a stone in a week, and it's actually it's amazing how they do it. You know, you're sitting there thinking, how would you do it? A stone in a week? Well, I'll tell you, it's amazing. They don't give you any food. I've never been more hungry in my entire life. I was trapped in this clinic in the middle of the Austrian Alps, paying an awful lot of money, drinking this thing in the morning called Epsom salts, which just make you go to the loo. You just eat, drink it, and then an hour later, your whole system is flushed out of the loo. So I'm on the loo all week with no food, miserable, and it cost me thousands and thousands of pounds. I could have gone to Benidorm and eaten a dodgy prawn and had the same holiday for like 200 quid. But no, I'm in Austria. Oh, I'm in Austria with all these middle class, slightly fat people like me going, good morning, good morning, good morning. We can barely walk for hunger. And tummies, you know when you're a little bit hungry, or you know, at the end of the day sometimes you're lying in bed with your partner and your tummies start getting chatty, you know, wow, bit of digestion, and you comment on it, oh, your tummy's very chatty, darling, and sometimes yours responds, mine's gone too now. In Austria, I cannot tell you what it was like. Just people wandering around. I think my tummy actually spoke. I walked out of the clinic one day to get some air off day 5, and it went. I think it tried to phone for a taxi in the night while I was asleep. I woke up in the middle of the night with the phone off the hook and my tummy just going. I'm going to say this. I don't think healthy people look good, all right? Have you seen the people who work in health food shops? They're very healthy. They look terrible. It's not like you go in there and they look all athletic and wonderful, jogging on the spot because they've got so much energy. They're skipping. Hi, how can I help you? The lentils? Oh, they're just down here. That's not what they're like at all. They're all skeletal. Let me show you to the lentils. I don't need vitamins. I have supplements. Massive things.
Everybody all right? Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Raw Variety Performance 2010. I'm hosting. I would like to... I hope it goes better than the last time I performed comedy for Prince Charles, which was at his 60th birthday a couple of years ago. Very big gig for me, televised. I hadn't really made it yet in comedy, and I came out, raised my arms aloft at the beginning, and went, hello! Unfortunately, that happened. And I had no idea that it had. I spent the entire performance thinking that I was completely storming the gig. People were wiping away tears. It was only when I watched it back on TV I realised they were laughing at me and not with me. So already things are going better. So hasn't it been cold? It's been cold. We've been discussing the cold a lot. I don't think I've seen as many weather forecasts in the last 2 weeks as I've ever seen in my entire life. There's a weather forecaster we've seen her on breakfast television. She's heavily pregnant to the extent you can no longer see Ireland. Bits of the Welsh coastline are under threat unless she gives birth soon. Irish people are writing in, would you move over already? And the snow, of course, it's amazing when it snows in this country. It just totally dominates everything. We've become completely obsessed with snow. Normally on the TV you have news and weather and travel and sport. But when it snows, news is weather, is travel, is sport. It's all the same thing. Our main news, it's snowing. It's snowing. The big freeze is upon us. There is snow everywhere. Now the travel. It's snowing. All over the roads. All over the railways and the airports. Now for the sport. It's snowing. All over the football pitches. All over the tennis courts and the race courses. And now for the weather. Well, you must know the weather. It's snowing. It's snowing everywhere, with only prospects of more snow. Now for the news in your area. We're snowing here too. Our main headlines again. It's snowing. I've been Jon Snow. Good night. Now, of course, in December, ladies and gentlemen, it's all happening. The festivities have begun. We are into the festive period.
which of course means huge amounts of eating for most of us. We eat more than we will ever normally eat at Christmas. It's always a time of year to test to see just how much we can eat. On Christmas Day, I eat until the announcement. I eat until I lean back and go, well, that's it. I can eat no more. I'm completely and utterly stuffed. I can't eat another thing. I will never, ever eat again. And I mean it. Half an hour later, I'm going to have a sandwich out of all the leftovers that was left from Christmas. I can't believe I'm still eating. I genuinely believed I would never eat again half an hour ago. I have an amazing capacity for food. I think it's a Christian thing. Christians love to eat to excess on their holidays. Other religions starve themselves on holidays. Jewish people have a holiday, they starve themselves. Muslims have a holiday, they starve themselves. It's almost like Christians have had somebody look through the Bible for opportunities to eat to excess. What have you got for me? Well, it says here that Jesus had a very big meal, then he starved himself for 40 days and 40 nights. Whoa, 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 go back. What was the first part? It says he had a very big meal, Jesus. Okay, let's focus on that day. I say we eat pancakes all day. We will celebrate the day with pancakes. We'll eat pancakes till we're sick. What else have you got? Well, it says here that Jesus died on the cross. Tricky. All right, let's take the symbol of a cross and put it on a hot bun. We'll eat hot cross buns until we're sick. How about that? And the house will smell amazing. It smells divine. And then apparently he was resurrected on the Sunday. You know what? I don't even want to hear the story. We've already made our decision. We're going to hide chocolate in the garden and eat till we're sick. And of course, all the traditions now, all the traditions of Christmas, which we love. I mean, without the traditions of Christmas would not be what it is. But the point is, we don't really like all of them, but we pretend to because it's Christmassy. Mulled wine, hot wine. We don't like hot wine. We spend the whole year avoiding hot wine. You know, tea, coffee, hot wine. Why offer me hot wine? But at Christmas, oh, I love this hot, spiced, boiled wine, sickly sweet wine. It smells nice. After one sip, it's quite nice. Then it starts to cool, and you abandon it. No one's ever finished a mulled wine. I don't think I really fancy that. Brussels sprouts? Why do we put ourselves through this annual Bush Tucker trial? We don't like them. Who decided we should be eating these squashed-up vegetable fart balls every year? We don't even like turkey. We don't eat turkey all year. There's no Kentucky Fried Turkey. We don't like turkey. It's quite a dry, flavourless meat. You only have a look at what we do to it to tolerate it, okay? We cover it in cranberry sauce and gravy. We stuff it with meat we'd rather be eating. Bread sauce? Since when was bread a sauce? Want some bread sauce? Yes, pour that bread all over my turkey. More fart balls? Don't mind if I do. What do you know about hot sickly wine? And crackers. Who looked at Christmas lunch and said, I know what this needs, a paper hat, a bad joke, and some toenail clippers. That would really round off this meal. The fact is, we wouldn't choose, okay? We wouldn't choose any of these things if we had the choice. At no time during the year would we go to a restaurant, the waiter comes over, can I get you the wine list? Have you got any hot wine? Hot, sickly, boiled, fruity wine. Maybe they don't like after one sip. You got any of that? Like any bread for the table? Liquid bread. Have you got liquid bread? Like someone's chewed up a loaf and put it into a jug? I'm going to pour that over my main meal tonight. Chef special is the chicken. Have you got a drier, less flavoursome meat like a turkey? Any side orders? Have you got any fart grenades from Belgium? Is there anything else I can get you? I think a mini sewing kit would round this off quite nicely. Oh, and actually, waiter, half an hour after I finished, I want everything again in a sandwich. Thank you.